everybody, it is February, and so I thought it'd be the perfect time to talk about some of my favorite literary couples. And I've narrowed it down to 5 couples. I have more favorites, but just to keep it simple. And then at the end of this video, I have a giveaway through Pulseit to share with you all, and I'm very excited to share that with you. So let's get started with some of my favorite couples. First on my list is Rose and Dimitri from the Vampire Academy series. I'm not a fan of the covers so much, but those two, they went through so much together. I'm obviously not going to share exactly what they went through because I want to keep this spoiler free, but oh my gosh, it's mind-blowing really what they go through. But these two are their relationship is very realistic. They're very similar types of people. They're both warriors and they're survivors. They're both, their whole lives they've trained to become guardians to protect the Malroy vampires, and they're like half human, half vampire, so they're both from the same race of people, but they have the same priorities, I suppose, in life. They have the same kind of like morals, and I feel like they're just very similar. And one of them, Dimitri's a lot older than Rose, so in many ways he's much more mature, but they just work so well together. There's so many times throughout the series that, you know, Dimitri would be the only one that really got Rose, you know, vice versa, and it was just so cute to read about. I love these two so much, and I want more about them. The next couple that I picked is Tally and David from the Uglies series by Scott Westerfeld. This is another one of my favorite series, but this is a dystopian world, and it's in a world where when you turn 16, you get this pretty operation before you are an ugly and you're really just like a human, and you turn pretty, and Tally is right about to turn pretty, and she meets this boy named David, who is not. He has passed that 16 mark, yet he didn't turn pretty, and she's never met anyone like that, and it's just crazy to her, and so much more happens, but it's in later books, so I can't talk about it. I don't know, I feel like in many ways David is one of those people that can control Tally, like just to calm her down, I mean, because Tally is just like a loose cannon, but she just will blow up, and especially towards the end of the series, she needs someone like David in her life. He's got these like amazing morals and things. They have so many differences, but in the end they have so many similarities, I guess. The next 2 books I have are by the same author. I have Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. Lola and Cricket. Oh my gosh. This book, so many people actually like Anne and the French Kiss better, but I like this one almost, well, I love them both. But this one was much more realistic, and it's just the whole boy next door kind of thing. I love their story. Loved their story. I love the main character Lola and how she's so unique, and at times, this is nuts, but at times she almost reminded me of like Katy Perry with like her wigs, and like, you know, one day if she wanted to be a pirate, she was gonna be a pirate, and the next day she could look like an Egyptian. Like, it didn't matter. Every day, you know, is a day like that. You should just show your personality and be creative, and I love that about her. But their relationship was so stinking adorable, and again, it was very realistic. It was very real life. This book made me smile so much. I hope to reread it this year. And the next one goes along, I mean, sort of with that. It's Anna and the French Kiss. Anna and St. Clair. Oh man, so many people are in love with St. Clair. He is so perfect. I'm hoping to reread this book actually this month. I read it last year. This book put such a smile on my face. These two, so freaking cute. I understand I guess the only thing I didn't like is how in the beginning of the story, St. Clair has a girlfriend, and so that happens though. That's realistic sometimes. That just happens, I suppose. But I could have done without that. It would have been a little cuter, kind of like with this story that it's not upright. But these two, I highly recommend these 2 contemporary books if you have not read them yet. They are so adorable. Okay, and this last book just kills me. Okay, so I don't really know. This next couple, it's gonna be really tricky to talk about. I feel like there's no way to not spoil you unless I'm just very vague, and I love how this trilogy ended. I don't know how to say this. I almost feel like you should mute this if you haven't read this trilogy, and like if you plan to and you haven't read it, I feel like you should mute this, and then whenever I put it down, it's like safe, because I don't want to spoil this for you. I don't know how else to talk about it. Okay, just mute it for a minute, okay? Alright, this trilogy. I loved how it ended. I absolutely love Will, like most people, but I had a really special place in my heart for Jim as well. So this is like one of the only love triangles that I really loved, and it made sense to me. And Cassandra Clare is so brilliant the way she ended this, where basically she ended up with like both of them, and I just... this book made me cry so much. I mean, Will and Tessa are so perfect together, and what they went through, and Will did so much, and he only said he didn't love her because of the curse, but then at the same time, Jim and her are immortal, and like they have so much in common in that department, and they're gonna live forever together. And I have so many mixed feelings about this. It's so hard to talk about, but I just absolutely loved this trilogy. It's one of my favorite trilogies, and this romance like is so perfect. For me, it's just so perfect. I adore Will, Tessa, and Jim. Just, it's so perfect. Alright, well, I'm sorry you couldn't really, you know, be involved in that little short chat, but that just means you should, you know, read the trilogy, because it's one of the best trilogies in the world. There you go. So those were my favorite couples. Now let's go on to the giveaway. So through Pulseit, 5 of you have the opportunity to win your very own copy of Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Sáenz. I don't know how to say his last name. So I haven't read that book yet, but it's on my wish list. I've heard it's so amazing. I mean, there's so many 5-star reviews of that book. I just think it sounds so amazing. Basically, to enter, just leave a comment and just take 5 seconds and head on over to the pulseit.com website, make a free account, and you'll get a username, and just comment your username, maybe your favorite literary couple, or like your top 3 or your top 5 or something, just a couple of your favorite couples. And so yeah, I really am really happy for you, and I hope that you win. 5 of you are going to win. So please take a second to read below, and you can read about if you're eligible or not to win. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I will see you in my next video. Bye!